Namaste. Thank you, friends. Here we are again, back with you with another question. And this question relates to self-improvement, the idea and concept of self-improvement. We should always be trying to improve ourselves. On the surface, it looks very nice. Let's try and go a little deep into it and see what is the truth behind it. And now this is my personal view and I'm going to share it with you up front. The only improvement that happens through writing, buying and reading self-help books is to the bank of the writer. I mean, his bank balance improves. Nothing else improves. If we go a little deeper into it, who needs to be improved? I. Right? The self needs to be improved. And who says that this self needs to be improved is also I, the same self. Who decides what is the improved state? What is that improvement? Or what is that state of improved? What is the state of being improved? Is also the self. And on top of that, who is going to carry out this improvement is again this self. You see how many parts this self has divided itself into. I mean, 4 are very apparent, but at least 2 big parts. One part, which is the critical part, which is telling the other part of the self, which needs to be improved, which needs improvement, that this is not good enough. This needs to improve to be that. Dominant, suppressing, pressing. The other part of the self. But it's the same self, it's you. You are dividing yourself into 4 different parts. And one of them is so powerful and strong and kind of dominant that it presses another part of you. And if this pressing goes on too strong and too long, this is, I think, clinical definition of depression. Depression. So I'm really driving myself to depression rather than to any improvement. Let's even assume that this improvement is going to happen. When is it going to happen? Sometimes in the future. If it takes me 2 years to improve, for these 2 years I am going to be unimproved. Right? Am I sure that that is actually going to happen after 2 years? Is there any surety? I don't know. Maybe yes, maybe not. But then those 2 years are going to be unimproved. So we can clearly see that this concept of self-improvement doesn't really hold. Right? There is no improvement in the self. What is really instead happening is that I'm splitting myself in different parts, driving me to depression. Or maybe, if this divide, this split gets too big, you end into the extreme case of that will be to be in a split personality syndrome. This split is so wide that one doesn't even recognize the other part. So through this idea of self-improvement, I'm really driving myself into various, serious psychological problems and psychotic behavior. So what is the way out? Does that mean that there is not going to be any improvement? We often talk about words like acceptance, accepting yourself. What does that mean? How can acceptance go with this idea of self-improvement? If you are wanting to improve yourself, there is no self-acceptance, right? So can I accept myself for as I am? Suppose I have these words of success and failure, improved or non-improved, they don't exist in my dictionary. Better or not better. If these concepts are not there in my dictionary, because these concepts are made by me, or I have taken it from the society, from parents, through my conditioning. If these concepts don't exist for me, then what am I? neither good nor bad, neither needing improvement nor improved, then I am just what I am. Isn't there total acceptance in that? Being happy with what I am. On the other hand, if I entertain this idea of self-improvement, then for those 2 years, I'm going to live my life with this strong conviction that I need improvement, I'm not good enough. There's no state of being and there's no life to live with this constant feeling of not being good enough, needing improvement. Is there any improvement possible in this? Of course. Everything in life changes. There is a constant movement. I have this false sense of doership that I am doing everything, which again comes from my conditioning. Right? There was no acceptance of as I was, ever. And that carries on. I have introjected those ideas and I'm constantly in pursuit of improvement. Can I see this? Can I be where I am? And then there is no dissipation of energy in trying to make an effort in the future to improve myself. There's a lot of energy in seeing. I am totally aware of where I am, as I am, and I'm perfectly at peace with this. Is this not an improvement by itself? First of all, have I not improved already? I'm being rather than becoming. I'm happy in being rather than becoming, trying to become something that I am not. There is acceptance. Isn't that improvement in itself? And externally, if things need to improve, they will improve much better from this state of peace and being at peace with myself. Things will evolve. And I'll have always spare energy and attention to recognize when opportunities come. The improvement, thus, will be much greater than improvement that I am going to do with myself. By seeing the totality of this, there is an improvement already in just seeing it. Just seeing that this idea of self-improvement is totally rubbish.
So, I think you respond the question already. But so will acceptance help me to change for the better, or stay with the issue?
Will acceptance help me to change for better or stay with the issue? There is no issue actually. Is there really an issue? Because I am creating this idea of self-improvement, and if that idea is dropped, then what am I? I am improved already. Because I have created this concept of improvement in future, right? If I drop that is an improvement already. And now I have a lot of energy. I'm not wasting energy in thinking of something that needs to be improved. I'm not pressing another part of me. My split is disappeared. I'm living a whole life again, enjoying this moment right now, here and now. That is how I'm living. With full acceptance of as I am. Without judging myself, without criticism of what might be perceived as not good and what might be perceived as good in me. I have removed these concepts of good and bad. I'll refer here to Bhagavad Gita, right? The description of Karma Yoga. Stay steadfast in your state of yoga with equanimity of mind. What is equanimity of mind? Equanimity of mind is moving away from the concepts of success and failure, from good and not good, virtue and evil, virtue and vice, good and evil. Once I have removed these words from my dictionary, then what am I? I am what I am, and I am at peace with myself. And my friends, is that not an improvement? So it has organically happened without me doing anything, totally effortlessly. There is no effort in this. There is a total saving of effort, energy, and mental peace in this.
I totally agree with you. And what about getting more knowledge, getting more practice? Because
Improvement of skills, you mean?
Skills or knowledge.
Yeah, earlier somebody asked a question, as a doctor, does he not need to improve himself? to be able to treat the patients better. But that's not psychological improvement. That's practical. See, we need to draw a line between my practical dimension of my life and psychological dimension of my life. Things which are part of my practical life, they will need improvement. Those are practical things. If I want to become a better doctor, I have to learn those skills. If I want to become a better carpenter, I have to learn those skills. It is going to take time, right? There is a measurable improvement. Time is measurement, thought is measurement, it's needed over there. Psychologically, if I want to improve myself, what is that improvement? Can you measure it? It's just a psychological movement. So, improvement in practical life, yes. There is a process, there is time, and there is an improvement there, which is measurable. Psychologically, it's just an idea. There is no truth to it. Neither to the fact, there is no truth to the fact that you need improvement, nor is there a truth to the fact that there is an improvement that is going to happen, right? The one who needs improvement is going to improve itself. And the one who is not good enough also is going to decide what is that improved state. How does it sound? If that improvement was possible by this self, of the self, it would have already happened. Why didn't it happen so far? Because it is not possible. The only way to improve is to stop trying to improve. You cannot improve because you are trying to improve. Once you drop that, you are improved already. If I'm feeling sad, depressed, I feel I need to improve myself, right? So, I feel sad and depressed and I want to run away from it. I want to get out of it, right? That is what we are saying, improve. Remove the sadness, right? And what is the improved state of mind? Be happy, right? Everybody is chasing happiness. What is happiness? Is it a fact? In me right now I am sad and I want to be happy. What is the fact of me right now? I am sad, that is a fact. And there is something like being happy is an idea that I am entertaining, right? From sad to happy, this person who is sad, what is he going to do to get happy? He's already sad. What can be done? What can happen here? Can I look into my sadness? Why am I sad? Can I stay with what I am without judging, criticizing myself? What is the reason of this sadness? There is definitely a reason. Have I lost something that I feel sad? If I have lost something, have I been hurt? If I have been hurt, then what has hurt me? What is hurt? What is the reason for this sadness? And whatever reason you find, question that again. Go deep into it. Once you have clarity about your sadness, the sadness is no more. You are happy. Without moving to happiness. Just being here and now. Awareness, attention, asking the right questions. Stay with what is, which is a fact. There can be something done about it. Right? Something can happen to a fact. What can happen to an idea? It's an idea, it's a fake thing. It's a non-fact. Happiness is a non-fact. How can you act on it? It only lives in your mind. There's nothing, you can't do anything about it. I think we are so disconnected from the feeling. We are so entrapped in thinking, patterns of thinking. Chitta vritti. Connect to yourself. The feeling, the sensation, what is felt in the body, what is felt in the guts. So, there is an improvement if you don't try to improve. If you can drop this idea of improvement, of self-improvement, you are already improved. Right? I hope this is useful.